Hi guys, it's Jordan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm finally back with a quick little story time. I was talking about this story on live, before my TikTok account got banned. My main TikTok account got banned. I still have my other two, which I changed one of the names to Jordan from Vegas. And then I changed it to Jordan Loves Ritas, my other one, which is Jordan Loves Margaritas, because I do. But okay, so this story time is going to literally just be about like why I'm not friends with TikTokers anymore. Or like, I still have a few friends from TikTok, but like why I don't care to interact with other influencers as they say, because influencers are strange fucking people. Let me just really start there. Really, really, really odd folks. So I'm gonna give you as many details as I care to share, because this was just too fucking much for me. So this story is old. I'm just telling it because I was supposed to have been tell it, but I just didn't. So last summer, if you guys didn't know, last summer I was working at a daycare for just a summer because I was like fucking bored and depressed. And if I had stayed in the house any longer, I was gonna fucking. So one day hold on, let me get this. One day I was at work and one of my TikToker friends called me, and I'm gonna just be saying they for everybody's gender in the story for the most part. I'm really gonna try to just keep it at they. So they call me and they're like, hey, like, I have something to tell you, but like, you can't tell these people that like I told you. And I was like, okay, like, and that, or no, I think we were texting, but like that text message automatically makes me like weary, kind of like, what the fuck? So I was like, okay. So they're like, okay, so X and Y, or let's give them names. Let's give them names. Let's give them names. Ryan and Jesse. So Ryan and Jesse are the bitches, and then my friend is gonna be Taylor. So Taylor's like, Ryan and Jesse, said like this. They were talking shit about you. And I'm like, okay, so what did they say? And me, Ryan, and Jesse had all been in a situation together. Not too much, not like prior to this, like not too far ahead, but like prior to this day, we had all been in like a situation together, had an opportunity together, blase. And I had stated that I wanted to make a story about like, the opportunity that like, happened. And I guess Ryan and Jesse told Taylor that they didn't like that I wanted to talk about, the opportunity and, give like a rundown of how everything went on my end of it. And so they told this to Taylor, keeping in mind that Ryan and Jesse had my phone number. I want everybody to keep that in mind, this whole story. Ryan and Jesse had my phone number. And so I was like, that really rubs me the wrong way, blah, 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 because the stuff they were saying was just like plain, like blatant, like hater ass shit. Like, oh, I don't even know why Jordan would try to do this or blah, blah, blah. And just being like super duper fake. And when it came to Ryan and Jesse, I would not say like, oh, we were the best of friends. But like, I thought we were acquaintances. And I'm also the kind of person that's like, anything I'll say behind your back, I'll say to your face. And Jesse in particular had super claimed to be that kind of person. Like, anything I'll say behind your back, I'm seeing in your face. Anything behind your face. Like, she really had claimed, she really had claimed to be like that kind of person, whatever. And so I was talking to Taylor and I was like, dude, like that's hella fucking weird. And Taylor's like, yeah, you were my homegirl first though. So like, I just wanted to let you know. And I was like, okay. And Taylor's like, please don't say anything, because those are still my home skillet biscuits. Because Taylor was still cool with Ryan and Jesse, which, I was like, okay, you know what? Those are still your homies. I'm not going to say anything. I don't really give like a fuck like that. I just think that's hella weird. Like, that's bothering me. And I'm like, truth be told, I do want to say something, but like out of basic respect for you and the fact that you're still maintaining a friendship with them, I won't. Which, shout out to Taylor for telling me, because it really was weird. And I was still, cool with those people. And I genuinely am a genuine person. So I'm still showing love to those people. And, like, I don't want to show love to anybody, like, for no reason. So I was like, I kind of want to, like, unfollow them. Like, I don't want to, like, make it seem like I know anything. I don't want to be shady, but, like, I kind of want to unfollow them. And so Taylor goes, you know what? Honestly, if you want to say something, like, I don't really care. You were my friend first, because that is super weird that, they're talking all this shit about you, not only to me, but like to other people too. Like, they were talking about me to some other person that I don't even fucking know. Like, I know of them, but like, I have never spoke to them a day in my fucking life. Like, ever, ever, ever. I just know who they are. So I was like, and that also rubs me the wrong way. Like, don't talk about me to somebody that, like, I don't even fucking know. Like, what the fuck? And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to send, them a text. And I wish I had my old phone, because I had the text message on there. But I'll give you, like, the rundown of what it said. Basically, the rundown of what it said was like, hey, I've been... Sorry, my dog is barking. He's, like, chewing on something out in the balcony to pass some time. So I was like, hey, basically, I heard what you, like, said about me, or how you had some concerns of how I was going to tell my story, and how you thought I was going to, like, implicate you in my story, because their whole reason for talking about me was, well, we don't want Jordan to, like, say any part of, like, what we have to say. Like, I don't know how to, like, explain it. Like, they didn't want me to tell their side of the story. And so I put in my message, like, I make because at that time I was, still doing YouTube, like, story times and everything, and TikTok story times and everything. So I was like, I don't know if you know this, but I make my living from telling stories about my own life. I don't have to take shit from you and your fucking whack ass life. Like, I have my own shit that I could say. I have my own experiences. I have my own idea of how stuff happened to me. Like, I don't have to, like, bite off of you to better me. Like, I just don't have to do that. And like, so I sent the message, and I was like, at the end of the day, like, if you really had an issue, you could have just, like, messaged me type shit. So I sent that text, and I don't get a reply for, like, hours. But Ryan and Jesse text Taylor, and they're like, you're so, like, weird. You told Jordan about, like, what we said and blah, blah, blah. And Taylor's like, oh, like, I don't really care, because, like, this has been, my friend for, longer than you. And what's crazy? I don't talk to, like, Taylor anywhere, but this was just, like, some real ass shit to me, because, like, if it was the other way around, I would have definitely told Taylor, just because, like, off principle of, like, I did know you longer, and I fuck with you way harder than these fucking people, and I'm not gonna let somebody, like, talk about you, like, type shit. So I applaud, like, Taylor, even though, like, we don't really, like, speak like that anymore. Like, that was just some real ass shit that they did. So they're, like, telling Taylor, like, oh, you're weird, you're fake, blah, blah, blah. And Taylor's basically like, okay, I don't really give a fuck, blah, blah, blah. So I was talking to Taylor, and I'm like, it's just really weird that Ryan and Jesse are talking to you, but they aren't, like, calling or texting me back type shit. So finally, one of them, I don't remember who was Ryan and who was Jesse in my mind, but let's just say Jesse. I don't remember. Jesse texted me back first. And Jesse was like, Taylor is, like, misconstruing everything that, we said. Like, I never said X, Y, and Z about you. Like, that's not how I meant it, and blase, blase. And I was like, honestly, like, how did you mean it then? Because if you're saying, like, you think I'm going to basically steal your content, and you're talking about how you don't see a place for me in a certain space, basically, like, well, how did you mean it? Because to me, it just seems like you're talking shit. Whether you truly believe that or not, like, that's cool, nothing to do with me, you don't really give a fuck. But, like, to me, it just seems like you're talking shit. And so I said that back to the person who texted me. My throat's really hurting. So I said that back to the person who's texting me, like, it just seems like you're talking shit. So, like, if that's not what you meant, like, I would basically love to know, like, how you meant it, whatever. So they say to me, can we hop on a quick call? And I said, like, no. I'm trying to, like, remember the messages word by word, but I just can't. But basically, I was like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Like, I don't have to get on a call so you can, like, play your emotional victim card to me and why you said it, but you didn't really mean it how you said it. Like, I don't have to get on a phone call to hear that, nor do I have, like, the desire to. So when they said to me, like, oh, can we hop on the phone and talk about it? I was like, no. And so, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm, like, zoning out. So they say back to me, well, that just shows me that you never really gave a fuck about me in the first place, and you weren't genuine to me in the first place because you won't even hear me out. And I said, so I'm fake because you were talking about me and I don't want to get on the phone to hear you tell me why you weren't talking about me. Like, I was like, you're delusional, first of all. Like, that was just such a delusional statement that I'm so fake because I don't want to get on the phone and talk to you about why you're talking about me. That makes no sense. So then finally, the other one texts me back. Like I said, I don't remember who was Ryan, who was Jesse. The other one texts me back. And they're like, you know, honestly, like, I'm a grown person and, like, what I said was just what I felt in that moment. I had some concerns that I brought up to Taylor. Taylor, I don't know what Taylor told you, but they're trying to make it seem like I was talking about you. I had concerns about you, about what you could, is there a spider web? I had concerns about what you could have said in your video, which is why I brought it up to Taylor. Like, I'm grown. I can, you know, say my concerns. I have a right to my own freedom of speech and blah, blah, blah. To which I replied, and I don't even think they replied to me because I just felt like I ate them up. I was like, you're delusional because if you had a concern about me, why would you go talk to somebody else about that when you have my phone number? And I said, I'm grown too. Like, nobody can make me not do anything or not say anything but me. Because what this person was saying was basically like, oh, I was just like voicing my concerns to Taylor about what you might say in a video because I want to tell my own story. Bitch. And so I was like, basically, like, you can't tell Taylor. Like, first of all, you weren't telling Taylor to tell me. So how you were voicing your concerns to Taylor, I don't know. Because you got mad that Taylor told me. So you weren't voicing your concerns for Taylor to tell me. You were talking about me. So I was like, you talking to another grown person about, like, me and thinking that they're going to come tell me something. I'm grown as fuck. I can say whatever I fucking wanted. If I wanted to say what did happen to you, I fucking could. Would that be right? No, but I could do whatever the fuck I want to do. So I was just like, basically, like, you're bullshit, blah, blah, blah. They just didn't say anything back. And then, you know, I haven't talked to those people since. Like I said, I don't really talk to, like, Taylor anymore, but there's no, like, bad blood there because that was a real ass bitch type shit. But the bitch Jesse and Ryan, hella fucking weird, in my opinion, allegedly. Like, so I've heard. But yeah, so that's just a quick little story time on why I don't talk to, like, a lot of TikTokers or why I'm not, like, friends with influencers anymore. And this is me, like, jumping back into story times. Really hope you guys enjoyed this little quick short story time that I just was like, let me just tell it, fuck it. But, okay, that's it. It's Jordan. Subscribe, like, comment, do what you gotta do. Bye, guys.